Hi, Victor Cross here with Solomon's Porch Ministries, Pensacola Worship. I am continuing my series talking about worship. Worship is surrender. I'm also going to do a new song after this very short talk. I just want to get a couple of points out this week about worship and what it is. It's kind of like, I touched my face, sorry. It's kind of like a moving target to describe, because as I said in my last talk, we talk and think about worship a lot as a feeling, and it can be that. And yes, we want that. We want that emotion, but we also want it to be true. In the last talk, it was in John 4, Jesus just explaining that worship should be done in spirit and in truth, and that can only be with the Lord. So getting back to us being a being with multiple aspects, there's mind, there's soul, body, spirit. We are split into two divisions. As believers, our spirit has been saved, so we've been born again. We belong to Christ. So our spirit, his spirit, lives within us. And then our flesh, which is fallen, when we fell, that therefore created the need to be saved and for Christ to dwell in us. In Hebrews 13:15, it says that we bring a sacrifice of praise. So that sacrifice is our spirit putting to death the deeds of our flesh so that we can worship, so we can be one with the Lord. And that is a daily thing, because our flesh, condemned to death but not dead yet, will always be warring with us, which is the next scripture in Galatians 5:17, that the flesh wars against the spirit and the spirit wars against the flesh. It's continual. So there's a need for worship. There's a need to continually strive against the flesh. And my encouragement is to always strive to do that. It's not going to always be fun, and you're always going to be tempted not to, but the reward is great. The song that is going to play after this is another psalm. The Lord has given me psalms a lot lately, and the pastors have been in psalms. I think that's kind of where the Lord has us. Psalm 23, and to just encapsulate that whole psalm, peace in the midst of chaos, kind of where we're at right now in the world. But with Christ, you can have that peace that passes all understanding in the midst of chaos, in the midst of any circumstance. So here's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He lays me down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. Restores my soul in the path of righteousness for his name's sake.